Hey everyone, welcome back to the Let's Talk English podcast, your cozy little place to learn real English, have some laughs, and feel a little better about your life choices.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. And if you are walking, cooking, or just sitting somewhere pretending to be productive,
We see you.
we see you and we love you. You are exactly where you need to be right now.
Absolutely. And today's topic is one that I personally needed 5 years ago. Like someone needed to sit me down and say, Mike, listen to me.
Oh no, what happened 5 years ago?
Okay, so I had this moment. I was in a small group conversation, just casual, nothing serious, and someone asked me a simple question in English, super simple. Something like, what do you think about this?
Okay, easy question.
Easy question. But in my head, a full disaster. My brain said, okay, first, check the tense. Is this present? Is this continuous? Should I say I think or I am thinking?
Oh no.
And by the time my brain finished the grammar meeting,
The conversation had moved on.
the conversation had moved on. The topic was completely different. Someone was talking about pizza now.
From your opinion to pizza, that's actually impressive.
And I smiled and said nothing, like a very confused statue.
A confused statue. Mike, I feel this so deeply because I did the exact same thing. And the worst part is, you know what you want to say. The idea is there, the feeling is there, but the grammar police in your brain say, not yet, not approved.
Yes, the grammar police, they're so strict. No badge, no uniform, but very, very powerful.
And today we're here to tell those grammar police, relax, have some tea, let the people speak.
Let the people speak. That should be our motto.
So today's topic is speak English even if your grammar's bad. And if you have ever felt scared to open your mouth because you thought your grammar isn't good enough,
This episode is for you.
completely for you. Stay with us.
And by the way, this is a B1 level episode, so the English is clear, friendly, not too fast, not too slow. If some words feel a little new, that is totally fine. Just keep listening. Your brain is already working even when you don't notice it.
Exactly. And near the end of the episode, we will also have a small word tour where we slow down and walk through some of the strongest expressions from today's conversation. So if something flies past you, don't worry, we will come back to it.
Right, so just relax, enjoy the conversation, and if you're listening on your commute or while doing dishes...
Hello, dishwashers. You are doing great.
Okay, so Sarah, let me ask you something. When did you first really feel this, like that fear of speaking because of grammar?
Okay, honestly, school. It started in school.
Yeah.
My English teacher, she was very nice actually, but every time someone said something with a grammar mistake, she would stop the class and correct it. Very carefully, very politely, but still.
In front of everyone.
In front of everyone. So slowly my brain learned speaking English equals being corrected equals feeling embarrassed.
That is such a common thing. And the sad part is, teachers don't mean to do that damage. They think they're helping.
Right, and they are helping with grammar, but accidentally they're also building this wall, and that wall doesn't go away when school ends. It follows you.
It follows you to your job, your travels, your friendships.
Your taxi rides where a driver asks, "Where are you from?" and you have a small heart attack.
The taxi driver question. Why is that question so scary?
I don't know, but it is. You have 3 seconds to speak natural English to a complete stranger, and suddenly you forget every word you ever learned.
I once told a taxi driver I was from a city near the place because I panicked and forgot how to say it properly.
A city near the place? That's beautiful, Mike. That's poetry.
He looked at me like I needed help.
Okay, but this is exactly the point. Because you know what? The taxi driver understood you. You arrived at your destination. Communication happened.
That is true. I got to where I wanted to go.
And that is the whole idea of today's episode. Communication is the goal. Not perfection, not a grammar certificate. Just, did the other person understand you?
And I think that's where a lot of learners get stuck, right? They think fluency means zero mistakes, like a perfect English robot.
Yes, and that idea is so heavy because even native English speakers, and I want to say this clearly,
Oh, say it louder.
even native English speakers make grammar mistakes every single day.
Every single day.
They say me and him went instead of he and I went. They mix up tenses, they forget words, they say and like and you know 100 times in one sentence.
But nobody stops them and says, "Excuse me, that was grammatically incorrect."
Nobody, because the message was clear, and that is the standard we should give ourselves.
That really hits different when you say it that way.
Right? We hold ourselves to a standard that we don't even hold native speakers to.
That's actually a little unfair to ourselves.
A little? Mike, it is very unfair. We are out here trying to speak a completely second language, getting nervous, trying our best, and we judge ourselves harder than anyone else does.
And the funny thing is, the listener, the person you're talking to, most of the time, they're just happy you're trying.
Exactly. They're not sitting there with a red pen.
Okay, I love that image. Just a stranger with a red pen going, wrong article, -5 points.
I'm sorry, you used a instead of the. Please leave.
That has never happened in the history of real conversations.
Okay, so we talked about where this fear comes from. School, correction, that little grammar police living in our head. But Mike, what do we actually do about it? Like, how do we start speaking even when we feel not ready?
Okay, so I have this one idea that really helped me personally, and I want to share it. And it sounds simple, but it actually works. The idea is this: aim for understanding, not accuracy.
Say more.
So, accuracy means every grammar rule is correct. Every tense, every article, every word in the right order, that is accuracy. But understanding means, did the other person get my message? Did they know what I was saying?
Right, and those two things are very different.
Very different. You can have low accuracy and high understanding. Like, yesterday I go to market buy many vegetable. Is that grammatically perfect?
No, Mike, that is not.
But did I understand you?
Completely. I know exactly what happened. You went to the market, you bought vegetables yesterday.
Full picture, right? The message arrived. And in real life, that is a success.
And I think, okay, I want to add something here because I know some people listening are thinking, but Sarah, I want to sound good. I want to be respected.
Yeah, that's real.
And that feeling is completely valid. But here's what I've noticed. People who speak with confidence, even with mistakes, are actually more respected than people who speak perfectly, but very quietly and with so much fear.
Oh, that is so true.
Confidence is loud, fear is quiet, and the person who speaks up, even imperfectly, is the one who gets heard.
Confidence carries more than grammar. I like that.
Yes, and the other thing, and this one is important, mistakes are actually how you improve. Like, you cannot get better at speaking English by only thinking about speaking English.
Ah, this is the trap. I will practice in my head first. When I feel ready, then I will speak.
And ready never comes.
Ready never comes because the practice that actually works, the practice that actually builds your English, is the real conversation with a real human, or even alone, out loud, talking to your wall.
Your wall is a very patient conversation partner.
Very patient, never judges, never corrects you.
Okay, but seriously, speaking out loud, even alone, even in your room, even with mistakes, that is real practice. Your mouth is learning the shapes of English words. Your brain is making the connections. It is working.
And every time you speak with a mistake and the world doesn't end,
Which it won't.
which it never does, your brain learns a little more that, oh, this is safe. I can do this again.
Yes, and that is how confidence grows. Not in one big moment, in many small moments. You try, you survive, you try again.
And the grammar, here's the thing about grammar. The grammar improves naturally when you speak more. You don't need to study every rule before you speak. You speak, you listen, you absorb. The grammar comes.
It sneaks in through the back door.
Grammar sneaks in through the back door while you are actually busy talking.
Exactly. So if you are listening right now and you have been waiting to speak until your grammar is perfect, today is the day we give you permission to stop waiting.
Stop waiting. Speak now. Improve as you go.
And even if you say something wrong, smile. Correct yourself if you want, or just keep going. Both are fine.
Both are completely fine. People don't remember your grammar mistakes. They remember how you made them feel.
That's a good one, Mike.
I have my moments.
Okay, before we go, let's slow down a little and do our small word tour. We used some good expressions today, and we want to make sure they stay with you.
Yeah, this is the cozy part. Just relax, listen, and pick one or two that you like.
First expression, grammar police. Okay, this is not a real police. Grammar police is a funny way to describe that strict voice inside your head, or sometimes a real person, who always corrects every little mistake. For example, don't be the grammar police. Let people speak and feel comfortable. Or, my brain is a grammar police, and it stops me every time I try to talk. You can repeat, grammar police. Grammar police.
Next one, aim for understanding. When you aim for something, you try to reach it as your goal. Aim for understanding means your goal in a conversation is to be understood, not to be grammatically perfect. For example, I don't worry about every word anymore. I just aim for understanding. Or, when I speak English, I aim for understanding first. Accuracy comes later. Repeat, aim for understanding. Aim for understanding.
Next expression, confidence carries more than grammar. This means the energy and bravery in your voice matters more than having perfect grammar. For example, she didn't speak perfectly, but her confidence carried more than grammar and everyone listened. Or, I remind myself, confidence carries more than grammar, so I just keep talking. Repeat, confidence carries more than grammar. Take your time. Confidence carries more than grammar.
Now, a fun one we used today, sneaks in through the back door. When something sneaks in through the back door, it arrives quietly without you noticing. You didn't plan for it, but it came in anyway. For example, I didn't study grammar rules, but listening to podcasts helped it sneak in through the back door. Or, new vocabulary sneaks in through the back door when you read things you enjoy. Repeat, sneaks in through the back door. Sneaks in through the back door.
And our last expression, stop waiting. This sounds simple, but it's very powerful. Stop waiting means don't keep delaying your life for perfect conditions that may never come. For example, stop waiting until your English is perfect. Start now. Or, I used to stop waiting for the right moment. Now I just begin. Repeat, stop waiting. Stop waiting.
Good. That was our word tour for today. 5 strong expressions. Grammar police, aim for understanding, confidence carries more than grammar, sneaks in through the back door, and stop waiting.
You don't need all 5 today. Even if one stays with you, that is already progress. And if you want to practice, try writing one sentence in the comments using any of today's words. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, let's be honest, we would love it even more if it has one small mistake.
Yes, because that means you tried, and trying is the whole point.
Exactly. So, dear listener, your grammar doesn't have to be perfect for your voice to matter. Speak up, make mistakes, keep going. The English will come.
And we will be here every episode, walking this road with you.
Yes. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please tap like and subscribe to the Let's Talk English podcast. It really helps more learners find this cozy little space.
And tell us in the comments, what is one thing you were afraid to say in English, but you said it anyway? We love reading those stories.
We really do. They make our day.
This was Mike.
And this was Sarah. And you've been listening to the Let's Talk English podcast. Keep speaking, keep growing.
And stop waiting.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.